couple of bits of advice, or not advice, but you guys are just starting out. I'm an old soldier, as they say. You know, now I'm here to lead from the front and mentor the young guys coming up, and to hopefully give them the benefit of my experience. As I say, you know, it's all about images, visuals. I'm sure you've had countless people stand up here and say, as creatives, it's all about the idea, obviously, and I don't need to go into that because that's what we're in, is the ideas business. TBWA is known as the Disruption Agency, and my sort of nickname they call me there is also disruption to production. In that, as a creative, we're there to create art, whether it's film, print, digital. We're there to create pieces of art, and what I suppose I'm good at is making it happen, whether it's for myself or for the young creatives who work for me. Is I make it happen. So you know, when I started out, even today, the first 6 months of when you start out is the most critical. Once you leave here or you go out into the big wide world, as they say, I fall back on what I learned in those first 6 months, even today. It was, in my side, it was all about making films, pop videos for Simon and Garfunkel, etc., etc. But it was that what I learned in those first 6 months stood me in good stead for 35 years. I'm a art director who can, and I don't know if I can say it here, but who can draw. I put my idea down on paper. When I set up my agency in London, the first thing I did actually was get rid of all the computers, because the creatives were just relying on their ability on a computer to come up with the ideas and stock images to visualize their ideas, and therefore all the ideas were the same. And I wanted them to put down on paper the real idea, and then we would then find a way to visualize or execute it. I know we're a paperless agency here, or paperless college, and it's all on computer, but as a creative, you've got to be able to express your idea, and I don't like to see just you have this great idea and you get on your computer and you try and find an image that roughly works, and you say, oh, that will do. If it's not exactly the right angle, exactly the right concept, exactly what you want to say, then I throw it away. And if they don't exist, then I draw it. I'm old school. But that's what we're all about, is originality, and the ideas are in here, and how you express it. Anybody can work a computer. I can't. I have people do it for me, but I can draw. And so I'm very particular on the angles of cars. I want it exactly as I want it. So if there's not a shot from existing, I create it. So you know, it's all about that creativity, and for me, it's lead from the front. Don't ask anybody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm here to sort of mentor you guys in the next couple of days on a brief which I hope you found stimulating. So the only other thing I would say is, as a creative, whether you're in many ways, as we're now in the digital area, but my biggest strength was I can take photographs. I used to be a photographer. Now I don't even take a camera out of my bag because I had enough of taking pictures. But if you can take photographs or make films, as a creative, it is such a benefit to you as you go forward. Because if I can, the film directors know that actually I don't need them, and quite often I've had a few American directors walk off the set because they said, Mark, you're too heavy. You know, because I know the bullshit. I know what you can do on a camera. I know what you can do in a film camera or stills, because I can do it myself. I'm not saying I'm any better, but I know what it's all about. So the only other bit of advice I would say to you guys is, copywriters in particular, is pick up a camera, really know how to compose, how to frame, how it works, and as an art director, make movies. Because I tell you, in the digital area where movies, short films is where it's going to go, because the digital is all about content. You need that content, you need those visuals, those images. So take my advice, pick up a camera, learn how to film, look through a viewfinder, and create stories, tell stories.